Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are doing part 2, finally, of Yandere Striker X Moxxie. Okay, so Moxxie is the darling in this, and in the last one, a Striker has kidnapped and erased Moxxie's scent in the last one. We are picking up from there, maybe a little time skip from there, and such, and now Striker is lying low with his, well, future mate, so yes. Anyways, if you would like to check out the first one, I will have it in the comments, in the card somewhere here. It's for you to check it out. So if you can catch up on it, check that video out before this, then come back here right away. And also, if you want to see certain things with this series, just suggest what you want to see. I will do my best to add it into it. So as long as it fits and it works, I will add it in so we can do it. But anyways, let's do it. This is where Moxxie wakes up and sees Striker has him, well, kidnapped. So anyways, let's do this. Disclaimer: Striker is not Yandere or in a relationship with Moxxie. In canon, this is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Slipping in for fictional characters in Yanderes is fine as long as you separate fiction from reality. Yanderes are not ideal partners to have in real life. And all that. Do not be illegal or gross about it. Separate fiction from reality, from headcanon to from canon, and all that stuff, and so on and so forth. Now, let's do it. Moxxie slowly wakes up in the arms of someone. He thought it was Millie at first, but no, his back was pressed up to weigh something way too broad. He instantly tries to yank away, biting into the arm that is around him. He hears a curse. Frick! He is suddenly pinned down by one hand, and he thrashes underneath the power of the first one. Whoever was pinning him down was strong. The light was blinded, so he was not able to see. As his eyes adjust to the light, he kicks and wiggles, seeing that it's Striker. "Let me the hell go!" He curses at Striker, wanting to be let go of from him, remembering what happened. "Sorry, little fella," Striker says, looking down at Moxxie. "You're mine now," he says, looking down at him with a smirk. "And we are going to have some real good fun soon. But first, I got to tie you down and make us something to eat," he says, grabbing Moxxie's wrist and tying them to the bed. Moxxie kicks and tries to wriggle out of them, but it was no use. They were far too tight. "Now you be a good little fella and stay right here while I make us something to eat. You got that, darling?" He says. Oh, sorry, my accent. Anytime I voice Striker, my accents that I have for Southern characters just always wants to come out without me even trying, and I don't know how I feel about it. Anyways, back to it. Moxxie glares at him and spits at him. Striker pulls back before it hits him and smirks, slapping his thigh. "You be good now," he says, and goes to the kitchen, making him something to eat. Moxxie, meanwhile, is thrashing and cursing and screaming. He needs to get out of here. He needs to get to Millie. "Millie, what happened to Stolas? Was the business in danger?" There were so many things running through his head, but soon he could hear Striker coming in from the kitchen with some food. God, it smelled good, but he was not going to eat it. He'd be damned if he does a dang thing Striker wants. Of course, Striker was prepared for this. Striker pins him down, his hips straddling Moxxie's lower region and keeping him pinned while he pulls out some food. "Now, are we going to do this the easy way, or are we going to do this the hard way?" he asks Moxxie, and Moxxie spits at him again, this time landing it on Striker's face. "Hard way it is." Striker grabs a spoonful of food and starts to chew it, and then grabs Moxxie's face, putting his thumb between the teeth, with his cheek in the milk between his thumb and the teeth, and then so he would have to bite through his own cheek to be able to bite Striker, and then kisses him. Kisses him right on the mouth, pushing the food that was chewed up into into Moxxie's mouth, and Moxxie spats it out as best he can, but it was no use. Striker was not pulling back. He was either going to choke on Striker's tongue and the food, or eat. This process was repeated several times before Moxxie gives in. Fine, I'll fucking eat. He snaps at Striker, glaring at him, and Striker begins to feed him, without his mouth this time. Moxxie, of course, wanted to spit it out, but he did not want to experience any of that forced kissing and forced feeding in that way again. He eats the rest of the food, and Striker smirks skin off of him. Well, now I'm going to clean up these dishes. You stay put, you hear? He says, and Moxxie wanted to flip him off, but couldn't. He was too ashamed of being kissed roughly by the much taller imp. Striker goes and cleans the dishes. He finally had his little husband to himself. It took 3 weeks. 3 weeks! Three fucking weeks. Sir! Anyways, other than my shock at myself, 3 weeks of drugging Moxxie and 3 weeks, my ass. 3 weeks of drugging Moxxie and keeping him in a docile state to be able to hide him this long. Now he had some days off and a good amount of money so they can sit and get to know each other. Oh, all the things he wants to do to his sweet Moxxie, but of course he wants him to be consenting right now. You make me question what right now means, sir. Right now, and be able to be with him. Of course he has to wait for that, so he's going to court his sweet little future mate, and he is going to make Moxxie his, and that will be if that will be the last thing he does. Of course, mating season was coming up too. If he played his cards right and got Moxxie to fall in love with him, he would be able to mate Moxxie and wipe away the scent of that damn bitch, Millie, or Mildred, whatever her name was, and be able to keep Moxxie by his side as his mate. Then Moxxie would not be able to resist the feelings that they would have for each other, and he would have to submit. But before that, he will have to make sure that he gets Moxxie back to his lair and his home. That way he will be able to make Moxxie his properly, and Moxxie will be consumed by his scent to make sure that he knows that his mate can provide for him. Sorry, the accent just slips out. Anyways, I edited this part in because we now know what Striker's lair looks like. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this, and if you would like to see more specifics happen in this mini-series, comment it below, and I will do my best to do it, and to add on to that. And yes, a maiden bond will make the submissive one, which will be Moxxie in this case, be the one that ends up having feelings that the dominant one has. So it'll force Moxxie to have feelings for Striker that he does not want, also manipulating him and doing all that stuff. If you want me to do an explaining video about what I think maiden bites with imps do and what maiden bites do in hell in general, comment below and I will do my best to explain that. Also, happy Pride, it's coming up. This was pre-recorded before Pride, way before Pride actually, like weeks before. And I finally got to it. I wanted to save it for Pride, but it was the next voted up on one. So we are doing this. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. And remember, if there's any Pride characters of the LGBTQIA characters you want to see, comment them below. And if there is any LGBTQIA listeners you want to do with certain characters, like male x male or female x female or bi and pan and transgender listener with any character, just all that stuff, comment it below and I will do my best to do it for Pride Month. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. And thank you, Gav, for being my first patron. You are fabulous, Gav. You are wonderful. You are glorious. You are fabulous. And I will commission you very soon, hopefully. Anyways, and thank you, A Wicked Brony. You are also just as fabulous. Thank you, A Wicked Brony. And yes, so that is that. Remember to check out part 1, which is really low quality compared to this. I will continue to get better and better quality as time goes on. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. Suggest ideas you want to see or what Pride stuff you want to see. And comment below if you want to see a part 3 during Pride Month, since it's male x male, so it fits for Pride Month. So I might be able to expedite it. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. And wait! Should Should there be impreg? That will be in the comments, pinned comment, but that is the secret outro. Should there be impreg in this miniseries? Comment below. Meaning, should Moxxie get pregnant with Stryker? Comment below. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye!